Yo, growing up in the early 2000s in what was considered one of America's most dangerous neighborhoods, yo, you would not be caught dead without a fresh pair of Nike Air Force Ones or Adidas Superstars. And add on top of that, being an aspiring pro breakdancer, pro b-boy, where rocking a fresh fit is also an important part of your personal brand, your representation, how you portray yourself in the scene. Yo, I thought I'd never be able to let go of these high-end, fashionable, and expensive sneakers that would only last me less than 1 year at a time due to the aggressive movements of the art form of the sport. But things changed when I finally decided to become a better athlete. That way I could achieve one of my goals of winning the biggest one-on-one competition in the world. At the time when I made that decision, I knew that having a trainer and a mentor would be the best way to get me to my goals as fast as possible. But, you know, with 2 young kids to take care of at that time, I really couldn't afford it. So I decided to learn everything I could myself about performance, fitness, health, and wellness in order to make my body better, stronger, faster, more nimble, more agile, more resilient in order to get myself to those goals. And I knew that, you know, it would take me a lot longer because if you want to go fast, you got to go with a tribe, right? But sometimes if you're like me, you gotta roll alone. And that's just the way the story goes for some of us, right? And if that's you, yo, let me know down below in the comments. Anyways, back to barefoot shoes. 6 years in of becoming a better athlete and a better trainer, because now I myself am a trainer, I've gone deep enough into the fitness and performance rabbit hole of barefoot shoes, right? So if you clicked on this video, obviously, you want to know more about barefoot shoes and why I finally decided to switch from the Nikes, the Adidas, the Pumas for these not as stylish barefoot style shoes. So before we get to why I finally switched to barefoot shoes, we got to go back to the beginning, right? So 2018, I decided to get myself into the fitness and performance field. So I started working at a gym, and yo, my first exposure to barefoot shoes, I saw this guy at the gym. He was on the treadmill, but before he hopped on, I noticed his shoes, right? And that's kind of me. Like, the first thing I usually notice about someone is their kicks, right? It's a very, very hip hop way of thinking, but you know, I'm a child of hip hop, right? So anyways, I noticed that this man is wearing some freaky looking feet glove type things, and I'm just like, what the fuck is that? Like, those are his toes. Why would anyone wear that? They look so whack. Yeah, and you know, I never really understood why. I mean, obviously, you know, you could tell he just wanted to be more barefoot, and I never really put it together that that would make you a better athlete. I just know that, you know, hey, this guy wants to be more barefoot like. That's it. Never really thought about it, but fast forward 6 years, you know, I understand. And 2024, hey, there are barefoot style sneakers out there that don't look weird. There's so many different options out there. And to be completely honest, yo, they're starting to look pretty fresh, right? So let's go into the features and the benefits of barefoot style shoes, just in case you don't already know. First feature is the zero drop heels. If you guys don't know what zero drop heels are, zero drop heels basically mean that the outer sole of the shoe from the heel to the toe is completely level. So there's no elevation, there's no this, like you have a wedge underneath your foot, right? And that's gonna give you the most natural connection between your feet and the ground. So obviously a more natural connection, a more natural body, and a more natural body is probably a more optimal body. Next feature would be the wide toe box. I don't know why whoever invented modern day shoes decided that a pointier foot is a better looking foot, but it's absolutely not a better working foot, right? Because you have 5 toes. 5 toes, right? Your feet have 5 toes, it's 5 separate parts, and a wide toe box like this will help you maintain that wide 5-toe shape instead of these modern day fashion shoes that smush your foot into one pointy thing, right? One pointy toe. That's just not how we're designed. So that's the other unique feature of a barefoot shoe. It lets all our toes engage with the ground like they're supposed to. I'm using my fingers. So these aspects of barefoot shoes will definitely help us combat dysfunction that we may be dealing with on a day-to-day basis because of our unconscious wearing of these shoes that are designed for aesthetics and not movement quality and performance. Now, as for me, why I finally decided to make the switch was because of pure necessity. I stayed true to the fashion all the way up until I hit a point in my life where I absolutely needed the barefoot shoes. And honestly, I wish I pulled the trigger on them a lot longer, but hey, to each their own, right? So back in October 2023, about a year ago, I sprained my ankle during a practice session in the fortification chamber, my home studio. That's what I call it, the fortification chamber. And yeah, I was practicing and I was wearing, you guessed it, a sneaker with a very bulky and very significant heel drop shoe. I was doing a transition where it required for me to step off with one foot and then launch my entire body into the air after. But the way the shoe and the grip and the shape of it got caught on the floor. So my foot was stuck to the ground while the rest of my body was launching up, and I got caught there and of course, sprained my ankle. That shit hurt so bad, so bad. I've never sprained my ankle like that before and it sucked. But that didn't stop me from working out, practicing, and trying to get 1% better every single day, because I thought, let's keep going, let's keep going. Motion is lotion, baby, we got this. As long as we keep moving, like, everything's gonna be all right. And as the months went by, I continued to retrain myself on how to walk properly, as if, my ankle was no longer sprained. But, then I start working with a personal training client, and he mentions, yo, dude, are you okay? And I'm like, yeah. Why? Do I not look okay? And I look great. Anyways, he was like, yeah, dude, you're limping. I'm like, what? I'm limping? No way. And I was like, oh, damn, I did sprain my ankle a couple months ago. And now that I look back on what was going on, I was retraining myself to move normally on a pair of Nike Panda Dunks and a pair of Nike Air Max 90s. I rotate between those two shoes because I like the style, I love the way they look, but they're also not the most functional pairs of shoes, right? Before I finally pulled the trigger on a pair of barefoot shoes, I tried everything, right? I tried absolutely everything. It was like the last thing I wanted to do, guys. I tried strengthening my non-dominant leg, did knees over toes, guys, ankle rehab protocol, and these things were definitely helping. Being more barefoot was definitely helping, but there was just one thing missing, and that was the barefoot shoe, because every time I stepped in a pair of regular shoes, I could feel my ankle just hurting again, and I just can't go back. So I bought my first pair of barefoot shoes. These are the Flux Footwear Adapt Trainers. They were white. I definitely have been using them a lot of sweeps on the ground. So yeah, they're all scuffed up, but they're holding up great. And let me tell you guys, it was not an easy transition whatsoever to go to barefoot shoes. My first practice session with the barefoot style shoe was a complete shit show. Complete shit show. But I knew there would be a transition period, so I decided to just keep going. And yo, a month passes by and I feel amazing. My body has never felt stronger, all because I changed the type of shoe I've been wearing. And again, it wasn't easy to start with. The soles of my feet hurt and I was walking a little funny, readjusting, you know what I mean? Like my body just trying to figure out what's the right way to be. But yeah, after just, 1 week of working out and practicing in the Flux footwear adapt trainers, I started to feel better. Actually been moving better than I've ever been. And then I really get into the barefoot shoe game, right? And I get so lucky. I'm so grateful for the way life plays out sometimes. So I got an opportunity to get a free pair, Zero barefoot shoes. So these are the Zero Nexus knits. They're beautiful. I have not scuffed them up as much as I did the Flux footwear adapt trainers. And these are actually a lot less forgiving when it comes to transitioning because the adapt trainers have a bigger sole, still zero drop, but a bigger, better cushion, right? Whereas this is a true barefoot style. Like it's literally just you, small layer, and the ground. But yeah, like even though transitioning from the Fluxes to the Zeros hurt as well, right? It wasn't like a clean transition to the different styles of barefoot shoes. I can tell I've gotten so much stronger wearing these, and that's why I'm deciding to make a video like this and ultimately becoming an affiliate and spokesperson for barefoot shoes. And my legs have gotten a lot more defined. Like my quads, my calves, I ain't gonna show you guys right now, subscribe to the channel, but I have never seen that much definition in my legs before because I don't normally do legs. I don't want bulky legs at all. I don't do leg press. I can do pistol squats, I can do body weight squats, and sometimes I'll hold like, a deep primal animal flow style squat, whatever you want to call it, Asian squat, right? And that's the most I like really do for squats because I don't want to have big legs that make me too bulky for my footwork in my dance and stuff. But just wearing these changes it completely. Like I only do those natural squats and like, some plyometric work, like jumps and shit, right? And your boy's legs look good. They look like I actually do legs. It's wild. And they're still not like bulky, just more defined. It's so dope. But yeah, unless Nike or one of the other brands, decide to make a barefoot style shoe that looks like, a pair of Dunks or a pair of Superstars, I'm sticking to the barefoot shoes, baby. And I'm also excited to announce that I am also a new affiliate for Zero barefoot shoes. I would have applied for Flux too, but they don't have an affiliate program. But the Zeros, I love them, they're great. So if you've been on the fence about barefoot shoes, if you think it's gonna fuck up your style and shit, honestly, be a game changer. Be a trendsetter, you know what I mean? And let's support the companies that are supporting us, literally supporting our feet. But yeah, if you guys are interested or if I've sold you, use my link down below. It helps the channel grow, and that way I can make you guys more content like this or other content on my channel that you guys also love. I hope you guys found this video useful, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe to your boy, leave your thoughts down below, and as always guys, have a beautiful day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.